Hi guys,
guys.
welcome back to Girls and
Guys,
Gossip Podcast hosted by yours truly, Aoife.
I'm Josh.
Let's get it started.
Can we just address the elephant in the room? If you have watched the last episode, the reason why we're wearing the same clothes is because we've double filmed.
We're not tramps.
Yeah. So let's just start the episode off with the elephant in the room.
Right, I thought we'd talking stages.
Yeah.
So I think the first one has got to be how long is too long to be in the just talking stage.
Yes. Thank you.
I think for me, I think if you've been in the talking stage for over a month and they just keep doing like the let's see where it goes, this that, I think they're just leading you on. They're just dropping the breadcrumbs and you're just following along.
Yeah.
I do think that more than a month. Why is it taking more than a month? Do you know what I mean? To be in the talking stage.
What are you saying? Longer than a month? Like, would you ideally want to be in a relationship with someone after a month? Or are we talking just you're going to the next stage
Yeah, I
after a
think
month?
the next stage, like, say if it takes you a month to actually meet that person.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just talking for a whole month. That's too long.
Yeah, no, I agree. What about like they ask you to be their girlfriend?
Oh no, that's too soon.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be like maybe 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, because like,
do you think that?
But if you think in the real world, when realistically you're free to go on a date with this person and actually see them in person, get to know them, if you're working or you're busy, or uni like me, it's not realistic to be doing that every. You can't go on a date every day.
To be fair.
Like 3 months, I think, is nice enough where it's spread out enough that you could have a few dates.
Yeah.
And get to know each other.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, it depends weirdly how I've met them, in the sense of if I've met you, like say if I was on like a night out or something, met someone, you've got to know a lot about that person in that time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Prague. But like hinting. But like, you know, like you've got to know a lot more that like say for example, like when I was in Prague, right? Like I got to know that person, which could probably take me like a week, 2 weeks over messaging.
Yeah.
If I met them on like a dating app, for example. So if I've met you, say if I've gone to like, I don't know, Heidi's, not that I'd meet someone there, or want to, but like say if I've gone Heidi's, met someone, and we spent the whole night together and, you know, we've like actually got to know each other, I think it fastens the process of what I would expect. Like after a month and a half, I expect to be in a relationship genuinely. But like, if I was to hypothetically meet someone on Hinge now and then start texting, I would say like a month where I don't want you talking to anyone else and I'm not going to talk to anyone else.
Yeah.
And then I'd say about a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. I think like if I'm in a scenario where we've been like texting back and forth for like maybe 2 weeks and I know the name of your dog, the name of your family members, that your favourite colour, like your favourite place to go and eat, and you've still not took me on a date, that is
red flag.
That's a red flag. Like, I'm sorry, what's took you? No one is that busy at the end of the day. Like, and I have that mindset of like, say if I looked at my like timeline and like for the next month, I'm busy every single weekend, I would not go out of my way to go and start speaking to someone because that's unfair because I'm not free to go and meet up with them in the first place. So why would I go and entertain someone? Like, unless I'm just really bored.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just think that it annoys me when like lads do that because I'm just like, but you've been on like say like if you're on a dating app or something, like you've gone on there to find someone, so why is it that you're not free?
Yeah.
Like you can tell with some people that they're just looking for something. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't want anything serious.
Yeah.
And that's what really irritates me about things like dating apps because it's like 90% of the lads on there just want one thing and that's it. None of them are there for like serious reasons. I do think it's a generational problem.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The thing is, they're literally called dating apps, clues in the word guys. Like, you know, and the thing is, if you're looking for that thing, you've got apps for that. Well, I know the guys do. I don't know about the straights over here, but like maybe that's what Tinder is for you guys. But like genuinely, they're called dating apps. So I agree, like if it's not long distance, like say if they live in Birmingham, within 2 weeks, I want to see you in the flesh.
Yeah.
I don't want to get catfished. I want to get dragged down this road and 3 months later I've been wasting my time on you to see that you look like you've been hit by a bus. So I agree, like 2 weeks to me, over a month to like cut things off with other people, both of us, and then a month and a half too.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people use the talking stage as more like a way to just keep their options open.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think most people will be speaking to more than one person. But I'm like, if I get to a point where I know that much about you and you know that much about me, then I don't expect you to be talking to other people because you've got that invested in me for one thing. But why would you need to know all of that if you weren't serious?
Yeah.
I do think some people use the talking stage as like a free trial, like it's Netflix or something. I'm like, it's really not. People's feelings are involved.
No, 100%.
You can get like attached, just like speaking to that. You can get used to your like schedule of like speaking to that person, and then when it turns out that they've just been leading you on that whole time, it is a proper kick in the teeth.
No,
I'm like, I've wasted my time and effort, and I do think, like, not to be sexist, but I do think it's more likely that lads are speaking to multiple people for one reason, and girls, once they start properly speaking to someone, they just don't entertain other people.
Yeah.
And they put all their energy into that one person. So I do feel like it's almost a bigger kick in the teeth then when you find out or they just, the worst thing I hate, they just ghost you. When it's clear that they're not going to get what they want, like they do just ghost you, and then I'm just like, and then it puts you off. It really, like, it puts me off, and I'm just like, I can't put myself through that again.
The thing is, like, one of my toxic traits is I will cut someone off if you don't speed up the process, and I feel like I'm wasting my time on you. And the thing is, like, if they wanted to, they'd make time for it, because I guarantee you now, if you were going to give them what they wanted, they'd certainly make time for that. So you can make time on a Wednesday night to pick up and go on a drive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Something.
Yeah, it doesn't need
to be loads of money.
Thank you. Like, but if you were to be like, oh, let's meet tomorrow night for that, oh, they'd make time for that, but they can make time.
Yeah. Little debate now. Do you think that the talking stage is necessary, or are you just putting yourself into like an emotional limbo?
Well, surely it's necessary if you want to be with someone.
Because I know, like, when I talk to my mum and I'll say to, like, oh, like, my friend is so-and-so is talking to so-and-so, whatever, my mum doesn't quite understand it, because I think back, like, a good few years ago, there was this talking station did not exist. You were either dating or you weren't dating. And I feel like there's that element where this talking stage is very much our generation. Like, it's very much, and it takes the kind of actions out of it, because people just want to, like, just text you. And I'm just like, yeah, but you can't know someone over a text message at the end of the day. The only way you're going to truly figure out what someone's like is by meeting them in person and seeing if you actually gel properly.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we've done this segment where we spoke about first date horrors, and I think from that aspect, we knew that things weren't, and that's because it took having to go on an actual date to work out whether that was the right thing or not. And I think for me, for that one date, if I hadn't met him in person, I would have known, because over message, it seemed normal.
Yeah.
But then in person, it was just like, what? No.
I genuinely think they're so necessary, in the sense of, like, I feel like what it is, though, is our mum and dad, they'd meet in like a pub or a bar or something like that. They weren't dating apps then. So it's like, which follows on from what I said previously, like, you can meet someone in a night and know more about them in that one night than you can in a talking stage for 2 weeks. Yeah. So I get it, but also, like, I'm meeting you online. What, I'm going to be exclusive with you when I've just seen a photo of you? Like, no, like, I'm going to need to get to know. Also, I think it is good in the sense of, like you said, like, we've been on horrific first dates in the past, right?
Go watch the vid.
Yeah, little plug there. Like, but I think that, like, even getting to know someone online, like, I would never want to put myself in a situation where I would have to be associated with them and call them my ex. I'd much rather have a talking stage and dead it off after like a week, 2 weeks, knowing what it's like, rather than have like an ex that's associated with that.
Because I think, like, you can guarantee most people have so many talking stages than they do exes. Yeah. And it's kind of that, like, picking through the bunch of people, like, it narrows it down, I think. And then I also feel like there's an aspect of it where you start to learn about what you want in somebody, and I think it does help in that aspect, because then you're like, oh, I don't like this, and then if that rules it out, then it's like, then I think when you go into it and if someone else starts doing that same type of thing, like, you can straight away be like, no, this is going to be a waste of my time.
100%.
I think last debate for this one, would you rather rush into a label with someone or risk wasting time?
After personal experience, I'd rather risk wasting time.
And me. Because I think if you go into something too soon and you don't truly know that person, you're in it then for the long. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can break up, but say if like something happened where you ended up being tied to that person, I think then it's very difficult, because you just don't know that person at all.
Yeah. Well, from personal experience, so last January, I genuinely just come out of something with someone, and genuinely I thought, do you know what, maybe it is the prolonging, because I do think the negative is that you can over know someone before getting into something. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you do need to just bite the bullet, because I feel like the blessing and the curse of a talking stage is you can point out things that you don't like in someone, but then sometimes it's a bit like, can you just overlook it? And if you're in a relationship, you feel like you can, but in a talking stage, you're like, no, I'm not tolerating it. So I got literally in the space of a month, I met this guy at Albert's in Brum. I went on like 2-3 dates in a week, got exclusive after the first week, was in a relationship with him within 3 weeks. It was giving Gavin and Stacey. The marriage was certainly a few weeks off. So like literally I thought, do you know what? Just go into this like head first fearless, and like literally get in there, and ended up literally finding out that he was the most like misogynistic, sexist, all of the like ists he was. And it was honestly, he's the ex that I regret the most. So I'd never do that again.
100%. I think that's where there's that element of the talking stage wasn't long enough. Because I think take from us, that timeline that we've said works perfectly, because I think it's enough time you can get to know the basics of someone that when you then go official and you start properly dating, you can still continue to get to know somebody. But I think if you rush and you don't even know the basics of someone, that's when it's going to end in tears.
1,000,000%. Yeah. So the next one that I thought that we would talk about, I've got a memory of a sieve. Right. So I think we need to talk about when words don't match actions. Right. So here are sort of opinions and things to say, and we'll discuss it. Like, if they say that they miss you, but then they don't make plans, do they just miss the attention?
100%.
Yeah.
Because I think someone that is like, it's like that. I can't even think what it is when they're available after 2 a.m. But yeah, then you barely get a response during the day, and I'm thinking, so that's very much where they're not matching up. And I do think there's that element, if they're just continuing to talk to you and you're pushing to try and make plans to see them and they just keep brushing it off, they are just using you. 100%.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've seen it firsthand. Like, so my ex, he used to be part of like that straight, obviously he weren't, but like a straight male group. I've seen the pace that straight men can make plans. It can literally be a sense of like, do you want to go Nando's at 7? Yeah, meet you there.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to make plans when it's with their friends, but when it's
something that they want to do.
Exactly. So it's like, I feel like I've kind of got to that age in dating now where like, if you don't make plans, I'm going to either address it or I'm going to cut it off, because it's not difficult to make plans in this day and age. I'm sorry, it's not. Especially because like, I would like to say that me and you were quite low maintenance girlies.
Yeah.
I'm happy with a drive. Yeah, 100%.
I do my own eyelashes.
You know, the basics, the essentials. And it's like, all you need to do is text me, I'll pick you up at 7. Or I'll say, I'll pick you up at 7. There, done. It's not difficult. So I agree, especially at those 2 a.m. when they text.
Yeah.
You know what you want. When people say they're bad at texting.
Oh, don't. I hate that excuse with a passion. I'm sorry, But you know, it's like all people, I haven't been on my phone. And I'm thinking, sorry, in this day and age, you've not been on your phone 12 hours. I call bollocks on that
exactly.
100%. There's no way.
Yeah.
I hate it because I'm like, I know myself. I know everyone I know, even my own mom. Which there is not 12 hours where she would not be on her phone. Like, she will have gone on that phone at least once. You'll have seen my message. You've just chose not to look at it.
Exactly.
Or you've like even on Snapchat, you've half swiped it and just chose not to respond. And like, that's on you. That's just because you can't be asked.
I think that as well, what annoys me about it is the fact that it's kind of like they patronise you when they say that, in the sense of like, oh, well, I haven't been on my phone. I'm not being funny. With TikTok, I know when you're active. With WhatsApp, I know when you're active. I know when you're active on every single app. So you can't lie.
Yeah, they almost gaslight you.
Exactly.
Thinking, oh, silly me.
You're bad at texting. No, you're not. You're just avoiding it. They'll send you, oh God, this one's good. They'll send you goodnight texts like it's a relationship, but still be on Hinge. I cannot stand this at all. I genuinely, so one of my biggest pet peeves in dating is, okay, it's going to sound really like toxic, but I kind of sense like, if someone sends me a good morning text, we're dating.
Oh, 100%, because the first thing you've thought to do when you've woken up is text me.
Thank you. I only send morning texts to people that I give a shit about. Like, we don't even
No, we
don't. Probably because we don't wake up that early
but
enough
then again, we never end our conversation. We kind of just
continues into the next day. But like, I'm sorry, like, if you're saying good morning and good night, I'm on your mind. Therefore, like, you care about me, but then you don't care about me enough that you're still swiping.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Then I feel like they're almost like, it's almost like you're just keeping the seat warm until they find somebody else. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, yeah, but
you're not a placeholder.
If you're happy speaking to me, you like me, what is the need to still be on Hinge or stuff like that? There is no need.
Yeah.
Like, just give it time to see where it can go.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but you're not even giving it that chance.
Because I feel like when you send a good morning or a good night text, it's like you're breaking the mold of a talking stage into like the pre-relationship, if that makes sense. And it's like, if you're seeing me as someone that you want to be in a relationship with, you clearly see a lot of values that I have. So why are you looking for it elsewhere if you've already got what you're essentially looking for?
100%.
Actions over words. If they cared, you wouldn't be guessing.
I feel like that is like a big statement.
100%.
Because I feel like if they were clear in what they were doing, so that like that sending good morning text, I feel like that action is showing that they're for you, like they want to just put their interest into you. But then it annoys me when someone will do that and then like ghost me for like all day, and I'm just like, but why even bother sending me that message? Like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah. That's the thing with men though, they'll talk you the world and then the next day just ghost, like at the drop of a hat. It's literally...
love to, you know what, I'd genuinely, some of them, I'd love to just be in their head for 24 hours, just see what's going on there. Probably not a lot.
Nothing.
Probably be like a bit tumbleweed, just go by, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And maybe a football.
Oh yeah, probably.
Nothing screams mixing signals like someone liking your story after ignoring your message. Right. Can we just appreciate liking your story is one of the biggest forms of flirting? Unless it's your friends, obviously. Because I know that you sometimes like my stories. What are you trying to tell me? But like, liking stories, especially if it's like a selfie or something that you're in it, like
it's just you.
Yeah. You are flirting. Like, that is your way in, right? Or your way of solidifying that you actually like fancy the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
But then ignoring the message, like, you've already gone for the effort of double tapping, you might as well just literally go onto our chat and just reply. It really bores my piss. Like,
no, it annoys me. Like, I've had like some before where like I've messaged them and they've left me on like 6 hours, and then I've posted like a selfie or something and they've popped up with heart eyes. Yeah, my thing is still right above it. Because it's not been seen yet, it's still right there, and I'm just like,
you're not getting away with it.
I'm just like, you've literally just responded to me. Why don't I actually respond to me now? It really, because it's almost like, again, it's like that mixed signals, and I'm just like, okay, but like I've had it like before. Like, I've got friends that are like, who are lads, and they've popped up with like heart eyes, and I sit there and I get really confused because I'm like, are they just doing it because like they're just having a joke, or are they doing it because they're like, that's their way of flirting? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know that because I'm not psychic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you like me, just tell me. Because
Exactly.
then I'll tell you if it's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I think that is one of the biggest red flags. Like, if I'm talking to someone, or say, if, like, even worse, I'm not talking to someone and they pop up with heart eyes, that gives me the ick a little bit. Use your words. You're a grown ass man. Like, stop it. To be fair, men using emojis can give me the ick. But, like, genuinely, oh, it's a never ending battle. Then the next one is, it's not miscommunication, it's manipulation. I 1,000,000% agree. I genuinely think there's something with men. This is really giving men hating.
We hate men.
Sort yourselves out. But, like,
You just both say we like them.
yeah. But, like, I think that, like, when, right, so I remember having this conversation once with my straight male friends. Don't have many of them, clearly, but, like, I remember having this conversation with one of them once. And he was basically telling me, which is so bad, baiting him out here, that sometimes guys will it's like treat a mean, keep them keen, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And they will basically, like, essentially go off you to show that you're keen, and they don't want it, like, they don't want to seem like the keen one. But A, that's childish, and B, like, you're manipulating my feelings, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, your miscommunication and your ghosting and your, like, dead replies or one word replies, that's even worse, or hearting a message, that is a weird form of manipulation because you're doing that at my expense, basically.
I feel like men are so much more toxic with the way they go about things in a talking stage. I feel like with girls, they're very straight up and open with how they feel. Like, it would be very obvious. Like, if I was chatting to you, it would be very obvious if I liked you. Like, I would not hide about it. I'd make it very clear. Like, I'd be very open and honest about it. Whereas I feel like men have, like, a phase where 1 week they're into you, 1 week they're not. But they do it, like, they're very sneaky with it, and it's because they want you. They want a reaction, and I'm just like, why are we still playing mind games and childish like this when we're adults? Like adults?
100%. And the last one is, the mixed signal era is why everyone has trust issues now.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, say, like, you know, like when we're all as a group and we'll say, oh, you talking to anyone lately? I don't even know how to answer that because I'm like, I don't even know. Like, if I'll be chatting to someone, I'm like, are we talking, or are we just having a bit of banter?
Yeah.
Like, I never know what you class as being in the talking stage, because I'm just like, 1 minute they're into me and then I'm like, but I don't want to say anything because then I feel like the universe ruins it. But then at the same time, I'm like, I genuinely sit there and I'm like, I don't even know how to feel about this. Like, I don't know what this is classed as. It's like that pre-talking stage. I'm like, this is why I just can't be bothered.
No, literally,
I agree.
why
when you ask me, I'm like, no. Yeah. Because I just can't be bothered.
Yeah, literally. Like, do you know what I think it is for me? I think the biggest reason why I will always have trust issues is because, like, I've been in situations before where, like, we're talking and then, like you said, like, you feel really, like, in the middle about, are we actually talking? And then we are, and then we progress, and I feel like, oh my God, like, they've picked me like I'm at X Factor boot camp or something. And then, like, we'll get and then, like, we'll get into a relationship and stuff, and then I'm a bit like, well, you treated that like me, and, like, your morals don't change. Like, I just think, like, you in the talking stage, you know me, and you're still looking elsewhere. So what makes you change?
Yeah.
Now.
And it's just like, are you just coming back because no one else wanted it?
Exactly.
No one else entertained it.
Makes you like a second option.
Because it annoys me when someone will be talking to me for so long, and then they just ghost me for months, and then they come back, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
Right. We've got 3 debate prompts, but should we just do one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you the option. Okay. Would you confront someone giving you mixed signals or just fade out? Is it possible they're just genuinely confused, or are they playing dumb? Or do mixed signals make you want them more or make you lose interest faster? They're good, to be fair.
They are good.
What do you think?
I feel like we should do all 3.
Yeah, fuck it. So, okay, the first one. Would you confront someone giving you mixed signals or just basically dead it off?
What do you think?
You're going to confront the fuck
out of that. I am.
Absolutely.
The first thing I do at the sign of any question. I'm just like, why are you giving me mixed signals?
Yeah.
I'm like, I want them to be honest, and I literally like, don't ghost me. And then I'll literally just keep me, because I'm crazy like that. I'll be like, no, face up to what you're doing now and tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Tell me the truth. Just tell me what you want.
Yeah. Tables are turning. I love it. See, for me, it depends, A, how attached I am to the situation, and B, how long we've been talking. If it's like a week or two, I'll just fucking dead it off, move on. But if genuinely it's been like over a month, like you said, I know your dog, I know your favourite food, I know all that boring information, like your favourite colour, I am going to be like, there's feelings involved now, like you need to fix her. 100%.
I go mum with it. I'm not. I want to give him a lecture.
As
like, you can't do this to people. All right.
It's the broing, Is it possible they're just genuinely confused, or are they playing dumb? With men, it's impossible to know, if I'm honest.
I just, like, as I said, I'd love to be in their head for a day, because I feel like half the time they don't even know what they're doing.
Do you know what I think it is? I think that some men are genuinely too dumb to play dumb.
Oh, 100%. There's so many things. That's where girls are better.
Yeah.
Because they're much sneakier with things. Like, they are 9 times out of 10 steps ahead already, and you're still entering the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's nothing up there in the majority of these men, honestly. We really are hating on men this whole episode. Sorry.
We'll be nuns.
We shouldn't be watching this anyway. You know, it's for the girls and the guys. Okay, final one. I think this one's the most interesting. Do mixed signals make you want them more or make you lose interest faster? I feel like we're going to have different opinions on this.
The toxic in me would say want them more.
Oh my God, we're the same.
Because I feel like there's a chase. Like, I have to be part of this chase. I need to know. I need to see what they're... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's so bad, because I'm playing into what they want.
Yeah.
But every part of me does it every single time.
Yeah. I think for me, this sounds so bad, but in my head I'm like, I can change them, I can do it.
Like, again, that's
I
me.
can do that.
Like, I'll change him, it's okay.
Yeah, and deep down we both clearly
get burnt every time.
Yeah, it's not working clearly.
As I said, next time we'll be nuns.
Exactly. But yeah, I think that, like, for me, I feel like it is a mix of both though. It really depends on my feelings and how attached I am. But genuinely, the majority of the time, I'm like, I can make you want me more.
Yeah.
Only because
Problem
I
is, though, I sit there and I'm like, say if like they've not responded to me, I'm sitting there thinking, why have you not responded to me? I want you to reply to me, like I want to, and that's where it's really bad, because I'm like there,
you're locked
making
in
me
then.
want them more.
Yeah. Just men.
I know.
Pass the phone back.
Right. So, last one. When you realise you're the backup plan. So, I think you're not a priority if they only text you when their main option flakes.
1,000,000%.
Definitely.
I feel like you can tell. I feel
because it just deflates.
It's an intuition. You can sense when people are going off 1,000,000%.
If they only pop up when they're bored.
Yeah, again, I think you can tell.
Yeah. Congratulations, you're the entertainment, love.
Yeah.
Being someone's backup plan is worse than being ghosted.
1,000,000%.
Because at least at some point, like at least when you're ghosted, it's done. Like,
done. You're not wasting my time anymore. Yeah. Pet peeve.
I know. You'll know you're the backup plan when they just give you enough effort to keep you around.
Yeah, they literally string you along and keep you the bare minimum.
Just enough.
Yeah.
So that you don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then when they're finished, they can come right back to you.
And they know what they're doing.
I think when they don't want to label things because they'd already had someone else in mind.
Yeah, no, 100%.
With the backup plan. If they disappear every weekend but are chatty in midweek. That's what I said.
Facts been spoken.
You're the midweek filler, basically.
Yeah.
Once you realise your worth, you'll block faster than Wi-Fi disconnects.
Alright, that's a violation.
So, debate prompts, we'll go. Would you rather be someone's backup or not have them at all?
Not have them at all.
But if you were, as we've said, you were that deep into a talking stage, would you rather be their backup plan or not at all if you'd got really attached to them?
I think short-term backup plan, but genuinely long-term, like just cut it off, because I'd rather be, this is so cringe, can't believe it just come to my head. but like I'd rather be someone else's everyone than that person's like bare minimum. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I think me as a person, we all know I'd cut that right off.
Yeah.
Because I just can't. I think my biggest thing is I just can't be bothered.
Yeah. I feel like what's that cringe phrase? It's like waste my effort, waste my energy, do not waste my time.
No.
Like you're wasting
Honestly,
my
that's
time
the
on
worst thing
this.
to do. Can people accidentally make you feel like a backup without meaning to? I think no, because if the intention is there, you are the backup plan. That is their intention.
Yeah.
There's no way they can accidentally do it. If you're the backup plan and they've made you feel that way, that's because they've done that intentionally.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Have you ever been the backup plan and known it but stayed anywhere?
I'd like to think I'm not. I can't think of one.
I have in one scenario, but we were more like we were friends beforehand, so it made it a bit more difficult. But I think once I realised that I was clearly the backup plan, I cut that and cut the friendship because I thought, you've done that to someone that you've known, you've got to know, wasted my time, knowing that like I was in a fragile place at the time, and you've chose to do that anyway. I just think that's bad karma. I don't want that around me at all.
No, I agree. So it's come to that time in the episode for our song of the episode. So I think that I'm going to do The One That Got Away by Katy Perry because we're the ones that got away to these mediocre men.
Yeah. And I'm, of course, going to go Boys a Liar by Pink Pantheress and Ice Spice because I feel like we've really hated on men this episode.
Exactly. Might as well carry on.
So when they say, let's see where this goes, tell them away from me. We've had enough delusion for 1 week. So we'll see you next time or in therapy. Bye.
Bye.